Hi everyone, this is John from Chaotic Commander, and we've got one interesting looking pod lined up. We've got a new guest on the channel as well, but before we get into that, let's go over tonight's rules. We're going to be playing with Mox Lantern, so everyone gets an emblem of a chromatic lantern on the board. It taps for mana and it fixes your lands, but it's not an artifact and it can't be interacted with in any way except to tap for mana. And then the second rule is Oathbreaker Light. In your command zone, you get an instant or sorcery, but once you cast it, it gets exiled permanently, and you can only cast it if your commander is on the board. So I'm going to be playing Ygra, Eater of Squirrels. This is like mostly a squirrel deck with lots of ways to sack them, to either ping you guys or to do other things, make Ygra bigger. I don't really think I have a way to make Ygra a Trampler, so it's probably something I'll have to add later. But I'm excited to play it. Just built it. Let's introduce our first guest. We have Koga.
Hey, so I am playing today Trellisara Moondancer. She is a 2/2 elf cleric that whenever I get to gain life, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on her, and I get to scry. So that keeps a little bit of deck fixing on top. And my Oathbreaker Light spell of the day is March of the Multitudes, which is a really awesome convoke, which allows me to create a bunch of white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. Really helps the deck just do what it wants to do. It is your classic Selesnya life gain and +1 shenanigans. This is a bit one of my pet decks, and I'm so excited to show what it can do.
Nice. Excited to see it. All right. Next up, we have Chris.
Hello, everyone. I am running a straight precon, Ms. Bumbleflower. My card, I went with Temp with Bunnies just because it was thematic. And nothing to shout out. I'm just here to play with my friends.
All right. Yeah, just because it's a pure precon, it cannot be slept on. That deck does like to give other people advantage and get a lot of advantage. But last and definitely not least, we have new guest on the stream. We have Zach.
Hi. So yeah, I'm Zach, Dungeon Learner's Guide in most places online. I'm going to be playing Quintorius Field Historian. He cares about things leaving the graveyard, so my main goal is in Boros to put as many lands into the graveyard as possible, and then reanimate them or do some other shenanigans with them, which is where my spell Nahiri's Lithoforming comes in, because it lets me sacrifice my lands and then play additional lands this turn. So, for those who don't know, I guess, I make weekly YouTube videos where I build a sub $100 deck around a random card. And so this deck's card is Nahiri's Lithoform. So, you know, I got the chance to put it in the command zone. I'm going to take it.
Interesting. All right. Excited to see what it does. But we have already resolved mulligans and rolled to determine who gets to go first. And Zach rolled way higher than the rest of us. So take it away.
I guess I will make use of that chromatic lantern emblem we got. I'll play an Esper Panorama and use that to cast a Need for Speed, which is an enchantment. I can sacrifice a land to give target creature haste until end of turn.
Oh.
And I will pass.
All right, cool. I will draw for turn. I will play this Oak Hollow Village, and I will tap 2 for Gala Greeters. I will pass.
Okay. I will draw. I will start off with a command tower.
Nice.
I will tap the command tower for a soul ring.
Oh,
I will tap my Mox Lantern or an Elvish Mystic, and then I will pass.
Okay, that was a very nice turn one.
Yay! Draw for turn. I'll play a command tower. Tap the command tower and the chromatic lantern for a tenuous truce. Excuse me. I will enchant Zach.
Okay.
It says at the beginning of the enchanted opponent's end step, you and that player each draw a card. When you attack enchanted opponent or planeswalker they control, or when they attack you, sacrifice tenuous truce. So
Interesting choice. That's
So
cool.
That is,
we both draw on your end step as if we were like the Monarch or something.
sounds good. That is one of my favorite cards in Commander, so I'm happy to have it.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Actually, make
Well,
my
perhaps-
random. Well,
Before Kuga's turn, I was thinking about giving it to him. Then it's like, after that start, no.
Yeah.
No.
I don't. As much as I appreciate it, I don't think I need the help on this one.
Yeah. 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 Nice.
I'm gonna play a plains, and I'm gonna tap 3 with my Mox over here, and play a tunneling geopede. It says it's got landfall, so whenever land enters under my control, it does 1 to each opponent.
Gross. Cool.
And I will pass after that.
Okay, I will untap and draw. Play swamp. And then I am going to tap 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. We draw a card at the end of my turn,
Oh,
Chris.
that's right.
Yep.
Okay, and I will cast Ravenous Squirrel. I will choose to get a tap treasure token. So when I sack an artifact or a creature, I gain a life and draw a card. And that is it for my turn. I'll pass.
Okay, untap, upkeep, and draw. Right, I will play a tapped Canopy Vista. I will tap Manned Tower for a Prosperous Innkeeper. When that enters, I get to make a treasure token,
Oh yeah.
and then I will tap, let's see, Soul Ring, and I'll burn that treasure for a white, or Lae'zel, Blacketh's Champion. So that's 3/3. If I would put one or more counters on a creature or planeswalker I control, or on myself, that I get to put that many +1.
Mm.
And I still have that the Mox Lantern, so we're gonna tap that for white and the Mystic, and bring out my commander, Trelasara, Moondancer. And when she hits the battlefield, Prosperous Innkeeper will make me gain 1 life, and the shenanigans ensue. So I will get 2 +1/+1 counters because of Lae'zel, and then scry 1,
Mm.
and I'll put that to the bottom,
Okay.
and then I will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. Island as my land for turn. Green, whatever. For a Communal Brewing. The enchantment. When Communal Brewing enters the battlefield, any number of target opponents, I choose all of you, each draw a card. Put an ingredient counter on Communal Brewing. Then put an ingredient counter on it for each card drawn this way. So,
Okay, we'll all draw, huh?
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Okay, cool.
whenever some counters on the amount of mana, I give everyone some cards to play with. I will go ahead and pass there.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna create some big critters over on his board.
Eventually.
Yeah.
All right. So I will. I think this works the way I want it to. I'm going to play a Maestro's Theater. So when it comes into play, I have to sacrifice it. But I believe with the Mox Lantern, I think I can tap it in response. Is that correct?
I mean, that's one of those interactions that's not designed into the rules. Typically,
Yeah.
how the rules work is they don't interact with things in the game. So, like, if something causes you to create artifacts, it doesn't trigger like the Fire Weavers and stuff, or drawing cards that trigger Shieldred if it's from the rules. So, yeah, so that's one of the ones that you sack and. I don't know. No, I'm gonna keep to the guns of like it doesn't interact that way. It's to give you that extra advantage. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So it'll still come in. Everybody's going to take 1 damage
Yeah.
from the Geopede. It'll sack itself.
Yep.
I will get a mountain. Everybody will take another damage.
Yep.
And I will shuffle in a moment because I'm also going to cast this Savine's Reclamation. And I'm going to return that Maestro's Theater from my graveyard to the battlefield. And I'm going to do 1 damage to everybody. I'm going to tutor for another land and do 1 more damage to everybody.
Okay. 4 damage in the turn. Nice.
Without casting any spells.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
one spell.
Reclamation.
One spell.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, I'm not attacking Chris because I want to keep the tenuous truce. So I will just pass after that.
Okay.
Okay.
I
We'll
will
draw.
You
Yep.
both draw. Yep.
I
I just
will-
gotta finish shuffling first.
Untap and draw. Interesting. Very interesting. By interesting, it's not what I want at all. Alright, so I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to play a Cultivate. I'm going to Force in a Swamp. We'll put Swamp in tapped. I'll put the Forest in my hand, and I'll play the Forest as land for turn. So I have 2 mana. I was really hoping I would just draw land for turn, but you know, whatever. It's only like almost infinite amount of ramp in this deck. Okay. So, unfortunately, I only have 2 mana. So I'm going to pass the turn. Oh wait, no, that's not.
Did my
Go
Discord
ahead.
cut out?
What?
I hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
I just had silence for like 10 seconds. Didn't-
Yeah. No, I was just. You're good.
I'm still purring like because of my internet.
For sure.
You good, dude? You good? All right. Well, I will play a forest. Oh, do I put a big threat on the board, or do I make people hate me more? I don't know.
Ooh.
You know what? We're gonna play a little. We're gonna play a little nice and just throw all the threat at me.
Okay.
Tap 3 or a branching evolution.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
That's great.
If 1 or more +1/+1 counters will be put on a creature I control, twice that many.
Yeah.
So Lae'zel adds 1, and then branching will double that. So 1 means 4.
Yep. Fantastic.
And then I'm just going to sit back and pass.
Okay. No attacks, huh? Cool.
I've got 3 mana.
Oh. 3 mana. Oh yeah. Dang. Alrighty.
I still got the Soul Ring in the box.
Hinterland Harbor, as my land per turn, it comes in untapped because I have an island. And
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. For a forgotten name. Whenever I play a
Yeah,
cast
forget
spell, it gets +1/+1 counter. And at the beginning of my upkeep, I can move the counters onto other creatures. But it already comes in with 4 counters from the
Ooh.
Brewing.
Oh my gosh.
And I will pass the turn there. I needed a blocker.
Yeah. Fair.
I will.
Hmm.
I'm gonna play this escape. Play an escape tunnel. We'll do 1 to everybody,
Mhm.
and then see, we got 3, 4, 5, 6. I will cast Quintorius. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Quintorius. So spirits I control get +1/+0. Whenever 1 or more cards leave my graveyard, I make a 3/2 spirit. And I will once again pass, but just to save some time, I'm going to sacrifice my escape tunnel. Just search my library for planes, put it into play tapped, and we'll do one more to everybody.
Okay. Okay. And I will untap. And
How many spells did you cast?
draw.
Zach, how many spells did you cast?
Like total throughout the game, or just that turn?
No, just that turn.
Just my commander.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
play
Oh,
another.
and then Chris and I draw a card as well.
I will play a swamp for turn. Okay, I'm going to tap 3 for a Ronos's Monument. So green creatures cost 1 less to cast. I am going to tap 3 for Hazel of the Root Bloom. I will create another tapped treasure token. And then I will pass.
Okay. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Ooh.
Oh wait, at the beginning of my end step I create a token. I will create another treasure token.
Alrighty.
So I'll have 1 tapped
I
and
will-
2 untapped.
Play planes. And the Forgotten Ancient is getting big. That Communal Brewing, I need to get one of those for my deck. That is scary.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, first things first.
Forgotten Ancient is just a blocker for now.
For now.
Yeah. And
You know,
we're gonna leave the Forgotten Ancient alone. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna tap the Canopy Vista and the Lantern. I'm going to disenchant Communal Brewing.
Oh, nice.
you are mean.
No, that's for
mean
that's for
You
the
might be the
best.
right move, but you're still mean.
Yeah.
And then, because all of my lands tap for whatever I need, I will tap for 3 white and 2 colorless, and I will play Righteous Cause. It is an enchantment that whenever a creature attacks, I gain 1 life. So not just
Whenever a
creatures
creature
I
attacks,
control,
not
but
just
all of
you.
your creatures. All of you. Doesn't matter where they attack, if they attack.
Mhm.
So now we're gonna go to combat.
Before combat, I'm gonna sack 2 treasures, so this will get 2 +1/+1 counters. I'm gonna feed the cycle, and I'm gonna sack Gala Greeters, and I'm gonna get rid of your commander Koga.
That is entirely fair.
Yes. So that will be another sack creature, so it's a 4/4 now.
Alrighty. Well, I think that just about eats what I was gonna do for combat.
Yeah, I was gonna try not to, but like that was too much. You're about to
So
get-
I will pass it along to
Zach?
Chris.
What's did you cast that turn? I'm sorry, I
I
missed
passed Disenchant, Righteous Cause, and then John cast the thing that killed my commander. So that's
Yeah.
3 spells total I cast.
Yes. Yep.
Untap. Upkeep draw. I'm sensing way too much of a theme here. The last 3 cards I've drawn have been the same thing.
Oh,
Play a plane.
is it a land?
Yeah, I am in no danger of running out of land.
Well, that's good. That's good. You want that?
Then I think, let's see, 3, full cast. Selvala, Explorer Returned. She's a 2/4 Elf Scout with Parlay. I can tap her. Each player reveals the top card of their library. For each non-land card revealed this way, I add a green mana and gain life, and then each player draws that card. But she doesn't have haste, so I can't do it for you guys yet.
Nice.
I'll go ahead and pass there. That's
Movie.
I get a counter.
Roll on tap. Well, unfortunately, how many lands does everybody have?
I have 5 currently.
4.
5, 4, and 4. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to do math in my head. Oh, okay. I'm gonna cast this Felidar Retreat.
Ooh, okay. Nice.
So whenever I play a land, I can either get a 2/2 cat or put a +1/+1 counter on all my creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's good.
Is not bad. I will also play this Lotus Field. So I will sacrifice 2 lands. A land will enter, so everybody will take 1.
Yep.
We'll sack the plains and a mountain. And then I will make a 2/2 cat. 2 mana. I'll also sacrifice my Esper Panorama and go get a plains, put it into play. So I'll make another cat and have everybody lose 1 more life.
Yeah, okay. Sure. It's fine. Fine.
And I will pass.
Okay.
So I cast 1 spell, just so you know, Chris.
Okay. We'll untap. I will draw.
And then Chris and I will
On your end?
talk.
Yep. On the end step, yep.
Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap 4. I'm gonna get out my commander. Ygra, Eater of All. So all creatures are now foods. And when the food goes to the graveyard, gets 2+1/+1 counters on it. And then I am going to. I don't want to do this, but I kind of have to. Tap 2 and sack a treasure. I'm going to Consumed by Greed, and I'm going to gift the card to Chris, but I'm also going to target Chris. So, target opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. And if the gift was promised, return target creature from my graveyard to my hand. I'm going to return the Gala Greeters. And Chris, you got to sacrifice that big scary dummy.
Good card.
Yeah, and then Ygra will get 2+1/+1 counters on it. And then Ravenous Squirrel will get a +1/+1 counter from the treasure I sacked. And then I will go to my end step. I don't control a token, so Hazel doesn't do anything. Pass turn. Yeah, I was thinking about targeting Koga with it, but that thing was just getting out of hand. It's
1, 2.
very big.
And the counters could go on other things as well.
Yeah.
We'll recast my commander. That will gain me 1 life from it entering with the Prosperous Innkeeper. And because I gain life, I will put 4+1/+1 counters on Chelasara and Scribe on.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that red on top. And then I will tap the. Ooh, actually, no, I can't do it that way. Oh well, I misplayed, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep it the way that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna have to live with that. Okay.
Yeah.
I made an oopsie, but
dear.
that is how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
So, as a creature, just gonna pass along there.
Okay. I'll untap.
Oh, you know, I totally lied. This can give Ygra trample. So Ygra can get big and scary and dumb. So
Relevant.
yes, very relevant.
Draw for turn. Plains as my land for turn.
Nice. Nice. Are we about to see Miss Bumbleflower?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I would like to, but what is the biggest issue on the board right now? Since my stuff keeps getting slapped around. It's time to do some
probably-
slapping back.
Probably the counter doubler.
Yeah, branching evolution.
Okay.
I know when I'm the threat.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one I tap, does it?
No, not for colors, no.
I will go ahead and cast
Ooh,
Become a Flower.
nice.
1/5 with Vigilance. Whenever I cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. Then I put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. This is the second time this ability has resolved. I get to draw 2 cards.
Solid, solid.
Then I will tap 2 and cast Wear Down. Gifting a
Ooh,
card to you, John.
sweet. I will accept that gift.
Oh, you draw before this resolves.
Yep.
Okay. And destroy target artifact or enchantment. If the gift was promised, instead destroy 2 target artifacts and or enchantments.
Yeah.
So branching's got to go.
I mean,
what else?
That other enchantment he has that gains life when he attacks could go crazy with his commander. But
Which has done nothing.
not yet because he hasn't been able to attack. But yes, it has not done anything yet. True.
Didn't you say Ronus can give your things trample?
It can, yes. Ronus Monument can give my things trample.
+2/+2 and trample.
+2 plus. Oh, it is +2/+2. I thought it was +2/+0.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only until end of turn, and I don't have to swing at anybody. But you know, do what you got to do.
Hi.
And I'm going to go with the monument. Sorry, John. I gave you the card. I'll go ahead and give it that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trigger from
Yeah.
Zach, you can draw the card.
Okay. Okay. Nice. I'm sharing the love a little bit. I see.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Zach gets to draw the card from the Bumble Flower trigger.
Oh, thank you.
And then I will parlay with Zavala.
Okay.
Each player reveals the top card of the library.
It is a Masquid Nexus.
The Ozolith.
Oh God.
You see why I kept it on top.
Mine's a mana Seism.
All right.
Sism.
Nice.
So no, there weren't any lands among them. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yep, true.
So I add 4 green, gain 4 life. And my card was a wizard class.
Oh, cool. That's a good card.
It's a good card.
Let's see, 4 green. What the hell am I going to do with that? No other colors available.
Pass.
Was my issue in the last turn. I accidentally used a land instead of my Elvish Mystic.
I'll use 2 of it for a Joriel Juan Bewley Recluse. I'm not saying that again. It's a 1/2 human druid that whenever I draw my second card each turn, I make a 2/2 cat.
Okay, nice.
And that's to be tapped.
Yep.
And the other 2 will fizzle. And pass my turn.
You've got Bumble
You
Flower
did
trigger.
cast other spells. I was gonna say.
Oh. Okay, the draw this time. Damn, I do not want to be nice to you, Toga, I mean.
Thank you.
Go ahead and draw a card. Yep. Then I have to discard hand size. Because I didn't have a blue mana to cast that wizard class.
It's unfortunate, buddy.
So while you're figuring out what to discard, I am gonna unfortunately have to ask the question again. How many lands does everybody have?
Still
5.
4.
And discarding a Terramorphic, Evolving Wilds, and a Simic Ascendancy.
Looks like Chris has 5 as well.
Yeah, I have 5.
So 2 5s and a 4. I can work with that. I will. I'm gonna, on my turn, I'm gonna activate Need for Speed. I'm gonna sacrifice a Plains and give Quintorius haste until end of turn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tap 3, and we'll cast this Claim Jumper.
Oh,
So
see.
it says, when he enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than I do, I may search for a Plains and put it into play. Then if an opponent controls more lands than I do, I can repeat this process once. So since I have 2 opponents with 5 lands, I'm going to get 2 planes and put them into play. So everybody's going to take 2, and I will make 2 cats.
Okay.
And they come in tapped, I believe. Yes.
Interesting. Oh, I guess we could have gotten rid of the Felidar retreat. That's pretty potentially problematic in the future.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay. Right. Right. Of course not. That would just
It's just cats.
right.
What harm have you
right?
ever done?
Just
Cats
little
have
kitties.
never done
Yeah, 'cause that's the
anything
only
wrong.
problematic part about that.
Yeah, I can't give everything +1/+1 counters or vigilance till end of turn or some stuff.
It's definitely not in my +1/+1 counter deck.
It's a
No.
it's a really good card. Felidar Retreat is a decent card. I love that card.
I haven't actually played a land yet, so I will play. We're gonna play this Bant Panorama, so everybody will take another 1. So that's 3 total so far.
Yep.
And then I want to make another cat. Up.
Do you want to sack some to gain some life?
Some of the cats.
Yeah, you could do that. They're food.
Oh, you're right.
All your
Everything's a
cats are
food.
food.
Ygra-
I
Yeah.
forgot
It'll make
everything's a
Ygra
food.
bigger.
Yeah, it actually
It'll make
works
Ygra
good.
bigger.
Works great with Koga's deck too. He wants to gain life, so he could sack some of his Elvish Mystic or something.
Should have enough because I've got the red floating from the land that I sacked. So we'll pay 5, and we're gonna flash back Savine's Reclamation. So I'm gonna return 2 target permanents from my graveyard to the battlefield. We're gonna choose this Maestro's Theater and Escape Tunnel. So a couple of things will happen. Savine's will leave the graveyard, so I'll make a Spirit with Quintorius. And then the lands will leave the graveyard, so I'll make another Spirit with Quintorius. I'll make 2 more cats, drain everybody for 2, and then Maestros will trigger, go to the graveyard, get another land, drain everybody for another 1, and make another cat.
Goodness.
Now, did all of those leave your graveyard at the same time?
So the 2 lands did, but Savine's left before because it's got to be cast from the graveyard, so it goes onto the stack and then is exiled when it resolves.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get 2 spirits, not 3. My stuff is still tiny at the moment, though, so I will pass. I guess.
Okay.
Draw on
Chris
your
and I
end step.
draw a card. Yep.
All right. I will untap and draw. Okay, that's cool, but not what I want to see right now.
I do have to discard to hand size as well.
Yeah.
Gonna discard a Plains and a Scouting Hawk.
Gonna tap 2 for Gala Greeters. Then I'm going to tap 3 for a Bastion of Remembrance. So that'll create me a 1/1 human. Human, and then that will create a tapped treasure. I will go to my end step, and Hazel will trigger, and I will create another treasure. I don't believe this one is tapped. So I'll just do this. One tapped.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Alright, so let's see. We'll do 2 and a white or another enchantment. Abiding Grace. At the beginning of my end step, I get to choose one. I can either gain 1 life or return target creature card with mana value 1 from my graveyard to the battlefield. I will then do a white, a green, and I will cast Revitalize to gain 3 life and draw a card. So 1, 2, 3. The gaining 3 life will trigger before I draw the card, so I will get 2 more +1/+1 counters onto Trelisara and scry before I draw. I like that. We're going to keep that there. I'm going to draw it. I will tap 3 more for the card that I just drew. Cultivate.
Nice. Very nice.
I was getting a little low there on the land count, so
Yeah.
I'll grab a forest to the battlefield tapped, and I'll put this plains in my hand. Then I will play the plains for turn. Okay. And then with my last remaining mana from the plains, I will cast the Ozlith. A legendary artifact, whenever a creature I control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, those get put onto the Ozlith. And at the beginning of combat on my turn, if the Ozlith has counters on it, I can move them all to a target creature.
Mm-hmm.
So notably, creatures that have Shroud, even my own creatures, I can't move those onto them.
Nice.
But I will go to my end step, which will trigger Abiding Grace. I will gain 1 life. It will trigger Trelisara. 2 more +1/+1 counters and scry. We're going to leave that on top. And then I will pass.
Okay.
Ooh-wee.
Untap. Upkeep draw. And nobody could expect the land I'm going to play.
Well.
Plains.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I'm going to do like 3 of the same card in a row. Well, 3 of the same land in a row. That was
Nice.
it. Damn
Nice.
it. No, not that.
I mean,
not
they're
nice.
basically triomes.
Yeah. I mean,
That's true.
any
You got an
lands,
emblem.
any untapped
I've-
land is
I've got
great.
plenty of land.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of land, so
Yeah. You gonna parlay again, bud? Maybe get that mana before
Fine.
you run out of colors.
not yet.
Okay.
I'll tap for a blue, the wizard class.
There you go.
Trigger, John, draw a card.
Okay. Oh. Nice.
Then
Hmm.
2 more. For Queen, Itinerant Meddler. More draw for later.
Ooh.
Nice.
Uh,
And you can grab it.
Zach, draw a card.
Oh, thank you.
I'll draw 2.
Nice.
And I'll make a 2/2 green cat.
Sick.
I'm liking Bumbleflower so far.
Yeah, Bumbleflower's pretty good. Pretty good.
Putting in work.
Yeah.
A little slow compared to my usual what I usually do, but
Yeah. It's really designed for those who love the politic and such.
I'm take it or leave it on politicking, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Fayborough Elder. I've got all my colors, so I'm assuming that comes in with 3. It's glorified mana dork.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Cool,
gets
cool.
+1/+1 for each color among permanents you control.
Mm.
Yes. So
Yep.
Miss
What
Bumbleflower,
you
which
do-
is 3 colors, gives 3 counters.
Oh, thanks for the
Just making sure I'm
follow,
doing it right.
Vintage Zen. So who'd you give the draw to? I'm sorry. I was
To Kauga.
okay. Fair.
Oh, thank
fair,
you.
Fair.
+1 on Queen. I'm not swinging at anybody,
Ooh,
And-
okay.
so I will pass there.
Excuse me.
Well, I suppose we're gonna risk everything, and I'm going to cast this Nahiri's Lithoforming and hope I draw lands. So let's see.
In response,
Oh.
let me
Uh-oh.
make you an offer you can't refuse.
Oh, shoot. Holding it.
I'm still going to tap the land.
It goes to the graveyard, not exile, right?
No, it would
got
get
counted?
it gets exiled because you cast it. So
Damn it!
yeah,
I was trying.
yeah, you get one try at this.
That's all right. I'm trying to figure out because I was going to spend 7. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 plus 2. Can't do it without tapping the field. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2. Okay. So that goes away. And then I get a treasure?
You get 2, correct?
2 treasures. And I get a Bumbleflower trigger.
Yes.
John, draw a card.
Ooh, thank you.
All right. Luckily, Nahiri's Lithoforming specifies that I sack it as the spell resolves, and not as an extra cost to cast the spell.
Nice.
Otherwise, that would have been a disaster.
Right.
Yeah, that
would have been bad.
You.
Oh yeah. Well, if that's the case, sorry, give me a second. Now I gotta rethink my turn.
No, you're good. That's a huge kind of bummer.
Think I will. Well, I'm gonna play a Grixis Panorama. We'll start there. We'll do a damage to everybody, and then I will also just make another cat. Blockers for days. We don't believe in attacking. Then we'll tap 3 and play this Red Rock Sentinel. It's a 2/4 defender, but I can pay 2, tap it, and sacrifice a land to draw a card and make a treasure.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And I think that is it. I don't think there's anything in my graveyard. Nope.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll pass.
I will.
On your end step. On your end step.
Oh, wait.
Now I'll tap Kavala.
I got to land.
I know I won't be abusing mana.
Song of Inspiration.
Mine is also a land.
Okay, cool. I will take the land. I've been missing land drops like crazy. Okay.
I did that so I could make another cat. That was the second card I drew on that turn.
Fair. All right.
Yep.
I will untap.
And then we also draw another card, Chris, because of the Tenuous Truce.
On the end step, yep.
All right. Then I will draw for turn. Okay. I'll play Forest as my land for turn. All right.
Discard to hand size now.
Oops.
I got Wizard Class now.
All right. Tap 4 for a Poison Tip Archer. All right. Someone just redeemed the chat rewards so that everyone draws a card that doesn't trigger anything special. It's an outside of the game action, so we will all draw 1. And you've already discarded hand size, so we'll just be
Okay.
cool.
I don't have to discard another card.
No, you don't.
Thank you, chat.
Sweet.
Thank you.
So there's a couple problems on the board. So what I'll do is I'll create, when Poison Tipped Archer enters, I'll create a tap treasure. I'm going to tap 2. I'm gonna wear down. I'm gonna gift the card to Zach, and I'm gonna get rid of that Felidar Retreat and the Ozolith.
Okay. Is it destroyed or exiled?
Destroyed.
Okay.
All right. So I have 2 mana, 3 mana, 3 mana. So I'm gonna sack 2 treasures. That'll make him bigger, and tap the Mox Lantern for a Corpse Berry Cultivator. So at the beginning of combat on my turn, I can forage, exile 3 cards, or sack a food, Whenever I forge, I put a +1/+1 counter on it. So I will move to combat, and I will forge. So I will sack this human. That will trigger Bastion of Remembrance, Poison Tip Archer, and Corpseberry Cultivator, and Ravenous Squirrel. So you will each lose 2 life. I will gain 1 life, and then a lot of my things get a little bigger. Then I've got a big ass squirrel. How big is your commander, Koga?
Trelasar is currently a 10/10.
10/10.
Oh my goodness.
So I could send Ygra at you and we trade. I am going to send an 8/8 at Zach. So an 8/8 is coming at you. Oh, you gain life.
When you attack, I will gain 1 life, which will
Mhm.
trigger Trelasar.
Cool.
I'll put 2 more +1/+1 counters on her,
Right.
and then I will scry.
Unfortunate.
Okay, I like that there.
Okay, yep, so you just have an 8/8 coming at you, Zach. No trample or nothing.
Throw a 2/2 cat in front of it.
Okay, so that will die. So everyone else will everyone will lose a life from Poison Tip Archer, and then Ygra will get bigger. So now he's 12/12, and I will pass the turn. I will create another treasure from Hazel.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Right, let's see here. We're going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
All right.
for privileged position. Other permanents I control have hexproof.
Nice.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I will tap 3 more for a Scale to Heights. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Gain 2 life. I may play an additional land this turn and draw a card. So I will choose Trelasara. So she will go up another 2. I will gain 2 life, which will trigger Trelasara. So I'll put another 2 +1/+1 counters on her, and I will scry. I'm going to put that on the bottom. I may play an additional land this turn, and then I draw a card. So then I will draw. Ooh. Okay. I will tap my last remaining mana, or Johnny's Welcome. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I will gain 1 life.
Okay.
Then I think with this amazing giant chunky blocker that I have that's hexproof, I'm just going to go to my end step, trigger a Biting Grace, and I will just gain 1 more life, which will trigger Trelasar again.
Mm-hmm.
Just that, scry that, leave that on top. Go to Omega.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Untap.
this is. Yeah, that's problematic. I just. Okay, how many creatures are on the board currently?
So
I
many.
have 4.
You have 4,
I have 14.
14, and 7 plus my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 15, 7. Okay, this isn't. Okay. Alright. Cool. Alright. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No problem. I'll play a brush land as my land for turn. Yeah, I'm still gonna do what I was gonna do before. 1, 2, tap that for 3 more for a total of 5, 2 being white. For a Sunscorched region.
Oh, nice.
It's a
Okay.
good one.
So whenever an opponent Forgotten Ancient on a dragon body, except it's only opponents, not me. So when an opponent casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and I gain a life.
Nice. Very nice.
Bumbleflower trigger. I will put a counter on her. And let's see. Zach, go ahead and draw the card.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll go ahead and activate Selvala. Parlay. Everybody reveal the top card.
Doubling season.
Jesus.
Frozen Verge, a land.
Aerial Surveyor.
Okay, so 3 non-lands. I got a Managoja Hydra. So 3 green. Go ahead and use the 3 green and 2 more for a Colonial Hydra.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see. Now, I'm assuming that was you, Kuga, who has the doubling season.
No, that was me.
No.
But I don't
Nope.
really.
I had Frozen Verge.
I don't really have a good way to create a lot of tokens. But yes, that was me.
Okay.
No, but you have a lot of ways of making a lot of counters.
Yeah. But I'm not like flooded with mana or anything. So if I do that, I wouldn't do
Kuga's
much
right.
else.
That's fair.
Go ahead and draw, Kuga.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's got the biggest thing for sure. But yeah.
My goal with the group hug deck is I'm probably not going to win. At least try to take second.
Fair.
If I get the opportunity to squeak a win, I'll take it. But I'm probably not with this deck. This deck is way too nice.
Yeah. It's I think the best way to win is with a big ass Bumbleflower. A flying big vigilance bunny.
Mhm.
If I can do that, I'll just play my Mothman deck.
Fair.
I'm not going to combat, so I guess I don't want to overcommit to the board because I get a feeling we're overdue for a wipe.
Yeah.
Is a concern.
Yeah.
I've got one somewhere in my deck.
Yeah. But if you guys wipe the board, you might lose right now. Unless it's an
You might
exile. Because I have...
You might just.
Yeah, because it would kill probably at least Chris if we wipe the board right now. Because 14 plus 6 is 20, plus all your creatures, plus... So everyone would... All you guys would lose a life, so... Maybe not the best idea. But, you know...
Kind of what I'm worried about because I'm definitely not going to be doing it.
Right.
But I'll go ahead and pass there.
Tap and draw. Okay. So I will tap 4. We're going to cast Retreat to Ameria. So it's landfall. I can either make a 1/1 core ally or creatures I control get +1/+1 until end of turn.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah.
Then we'll cast for 3 this Retreat to Valakut, which says landfall. Target creature gets +2/+0, or target creature can't block this turn. Then we try to do some things.
Yeah, you seem to be in a good spot to do things.
Seem to be in a spot to do things. I will play an Obscura Storefront. So trigger, everybody lose a life. All my creatures get +1/+1. And we'll say that the Poison Tip Archer has Death Touch, right?
It does have Death Touch.
We will say that one can't block.
Sure.
It'll sacrifice itself. I'll gain a life, get another land. We'll do 1 more damage to everybody. We'll do 1 more +1/+1. And we'll say... Oh boy, there's so much stuff. We'll say Trelisara can't block.
You cannot
Oh,
target
I
Trellis.
can't. You have hex.
Yeah,
You have
it's-
hexproof. You are correct. I cannot look at any of Koga's things. Sorry, John. We're gonna say it's Ygra.
Well, he has ward sack of food, so you'll have to sacrifice a creature. To do
Does he have sack of food?
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you want a sack of food?
Which will make
Would
Ygra
you like to
bigger.
respond to that
Yeah.
trigger?
We'll make Ygra big.
Huh?
Oh
You're-
yeah, ward is a triggered ability.
You're gonna, yeah,
Yeah.
you can respond
Yep.
to it.
I'm gonna tap green for all of us to draw a card and gain a life,
Okay.
if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I will draw.
Mm,
And each of us who draws gains a life.
Okay.
Well, then I will gain a life and trigger Trellisara.
You're welcome.
And I will scry.
Wasn't quite intentional, but you're welcome.
It works, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll sack my defender, since he's a food.
Okay, so
For-
he'll get
for
2
Ygra.
+1 counters, so he'll go to 8.
And then I'll sacrifice the escape tunnel, go get a basic land. We'll do 1 more damage to everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone will lose a life from Poison Tip Archer when you sack the creature.
You are correct.
Okay.
How many creatures are on your side there, Chris? Quite a few, yeah?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. We'll target Bumbleflower with the next one for the camp block.
Okay.
Then we're gonna sack this Bamp Panorama. I'm gonna go get a planes, put that into play,
We'll take
do
another
more
one.
damage. Yep.
Yep.
Take another one. We'll hit the Colonian Hydra. It's got to be a plane specifically. And then I'll do the same thing with the Grixis Panorama. Pop. Pop.
I'll take one more.
So take one more, and we'll say the dragon can't block Chris.
Okay. I'm feeling like the truce. You're going to end the truce.
That's a distinct possibility. That is a distinct possibility. All right, we're gonna go to combat. Hope nobody has a fog effect, because I'm screwed if you do. So, John, you've currently got 3 blockers, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So, I apologize. Math is not my strong suit. This is not the deck to be playing when I can't do math.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. So, 7, 14, 21. So, 4 have to get through. So, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I will send 7 of the cats at John. We'll send 1 of the cats, 2 spirits, Quintorius, and the claim jumper at Chris.
So how big are all these creatures?
So everything's getting +5/+5 because of the
So-
retreat.
So you.
So the cats are 7/7s.
So I would.
The spirits are 3, 4. They are 9 power, and then the claim jumper is an 8/8, and Quintorius is a 7/9.
And how many creatures are attacking?
Many.
I need.
12.
I do need a
12.
number.
Yeah,
12?
12.
Okay, so that will trigger Righteous Cause 12 times.
That is correct.
Hmm.
So that means I will put 24 +1/+1 counters on Trellisara.
Are we 2 blockers yet?
Yeah, I believe so.
That was on the attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get
Well-
to scry 12 times. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I still have 4 more scries. No. No. Yes.
I'm going to
I'm done scrying.
block the 3. Okay. Blocks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll block 3 of the cats. So
Okay.
yeah, so
I'll block the 3 biggest I can and take the rest.
Okay, so
My
the
3 cats.
3 biggest would be these ones. So if you're taking the rest, that winds up being 14. And then John would
14
take
to me?
28.
okay.
Yeah.
So everyone will
Down to
lose
9.
6. I would gain 3. And then I would die.
Well, you die on attack, so we don't take the damage.
Okay.
Damage happens simultaneously, so any damage triggers that trigger something else will also.
I'm dead though.
Yeah.
I believe I'm at 3.
It's alright. I would have Decreed of Pain on my turn, and I think I would have
That's
won.
yeah. That's 100% why I chose to kill you specifically. Okay, so second main phase then. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can somehow magically play another land this turn. I think the answer is no.
Yeah, I think you just have the Mox Lantern as the only mana you have open?
I have 2 treasures.
Alright.
Yeah. But I need 4 mana sources and I only have 3. And I've already played a land, I'm pretty sure, which is why I got all these triggers. Yeah, okay. That is me, unfortunately, then.
All right.
Oops, that was the wrong dice. Sorry to come onto your stream and take you out, John.
I'm used to it. It's fine. It literally happens almost every game.
All right. Play planes. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 available to me.
Sorry, I had to discard the hand size on my turn.
I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total. So X will equal 8. Casting March of the Multitudes, X equal 8.
No response here.
I will.
Yeah.
So that is 8, 1, 1 life linking soldiers entering the battlefield. I will gain 2 life off of each of them, but each of those triggers separately. So that is 16 triggers of life gain. That's another 32 +1/+1 counters that go onto Trelisara.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and my little forgotten ancient was the problem, huh?
Well, I'd already gotten rid of his commander at that point, I think. It didn't come back out till later, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I should have gotten rid of... Well, see, Prosperous Innkeeper is just... feels bad to get rid of that when there's other things on the board.
Well, the thing is, I wasn't playing a lot of creatures, so Prosperous Innkeeper wasn't doing a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
So it made sense that you weren't looking at him.
I know what he does. Like, I've seen what he can do.
True.
Know what's going on with the whole game plan. It's just at the time
Yep.
giving a flying thing that, once he got his commander out, giving flying, it's really hard to do with.
That and all these blockers, I will pass it to Omega.
You're really
One,
not
two,
gonna
3, 4, 5,
swing?
6, 7.
Like,
He doesn't have trample.
I mean, so?
I'm waiting for my numbers game to.
Alright, dude.
Discarding Shalai Voice of Plenty. And I gain 1 life off of the Abiding Grace, which is going to put another 2 +1/+1 counters onto Trelisar.
I mean, if it's a numbers game, Zach's got way more things. He's got a way to play lots of lands. So
And each one of those things that attacks gains me life.
That is
True.
accurate.
True. Yeah.
The Reliquary Tower is my land for turn.
Double no hand size limit. Nice.
Insurance.
All right. There's a lot of enchantment removal this game.
I will tap 3 to move the wizard class up to 2 to draw 2 cards. I'm in a situation where I'm not going to win. No chance in hell.
Nope.
Best I can hope for is spite play.
Hell yeah. Let's make some kings, buddy.
I will
It's
tap
in your
6
hands, bud.
for Joriel. Until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and toughness XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's a bunch of big things, bud.
Yeah.
How many creatures do you have, Zach?
Untapped 2.
Oh.
And you got a whole bunch, don't you?
I have 8 1/1 soldiers and Trellisara that is way too big.
None of his stuff flies though.
Correct. Nothing flies on my side of the board. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Did you even
72,
cast this spell,
78.
Chris, this turn?
Nope.
Oh, so he doesn't have
Nope,
anything
no
with flying
spells.
except for his dragon, right?
Yeah.
That's still a big dragon.
Trellisara is an
It's
to
only
be
8-7 now.
completely fair to everybody. Trellisara is an 82/82.
Jeez.
It's not that big.
Right? Think you could kill it if you blocked with everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Just sending it.
Chris has decided this game is over one way or another.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Got work
It is for
tomorrow.
me.
Let's go.
I might as well. Sun Scourge, Region at you, Kuga, and everything else at you, Zach.
That makes sense.
Okay, how many attackers?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
So that will trigger Righteous Cause 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is going to be 14 more +1/+1 counters onto Trellisara. I'm running out of dice.
Oh, you shouldn't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah. And you're winning on your turn.
The only blocker I have is the 2/2 cat I made.
Well, that's not true. Bubble Flower has vigilance.
There you go.
Yeah, 2 blockers.
I will declare no blocks to the Flying Dragon.
Also, the Colonian Hydra has an attack trigger.
Oh.
It doubles all your counters.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, things are getting crazy, man. So that's a
And I think it also has trample, doesn't it?
Colonian, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can stop enough. I'll block the 2 biggest things that don't have trample.
all right.
I will take 12 from the Sun Scourge.
Oh, you'll take a lot more than that.
Yeah, because it's base power
Base
13.
power
13.
13.
Oh,
It's like,
okay. So then I take 21.
21.
dude. 21.
Not
I'm
bad.
either at 18 or 9. I forget it. After that attack.
Dang.
I'm
you want
assuming
to-
I'm dead.
Yeah, you want me to do the math?
I mean, I can only block the 2 biggest, and I know the Colonian on its own is like 20 something.
Yeah,
And each
so-
of these are 15, 15.
Yeah, no, I'm so dead. Massacred.
oh. All right, Chris, getting the vengeance.
And let's see, second main. Is there anything else I can do? No, because all your stuff has hexproof, doesn't it?
Yeah, all other permanents I control have hexproof. The only thing that can be targeted is privileged position.
Alrighty.
Privileged position is an enchantment.
It is an enchantment. Do you have any mana to do anything with it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, for 3, and I'll cast Broken Wings. Go ahead and destroy that for me.
I will tap 2 for heroic intervention.
Oh. Well, you tried.
And you got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Good
GG's.
game. Wow, guys. That was.
I just wanted to point something funny out. In my hand, I also had Sunscorch Regent.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I
All
think
right.
that's the biggest I've ever gotten for Elisara.
That's very big. But that is it for tonight's stream. Let's we'll start signing off. We'll start with Zach. You can, if you have links you want to throw in the chat, feel free to throw those in there. I'm gonna find someone to raid.
Yeah, give me just a second. I will find a link. But yeah, so I'm Zach. I am the Dungeon Learner's Guide most places on the internet, including YouTube, which I will throw into the chat here. But yeah, so Zach, like I said, Dungeon Learner's Guide most places. I do weekly Commander videos on YouTube. But yeah, so every Friday I put out a new video. It's either, well, it's always like a random card that we build around in a budget Commander, so it's $100 or less. And then I do a deck tech and a game all in one. So I am going to be doing this one in a couple of weeks. So Quintorius was our commander, but Nahiri's Lithoforming was the random card that we built around. So that will show up eventually. And then, yeah.
I had to counter it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Right, it happens.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm a filthy mill player. A filthy blue mill player. What can you expect?
that's fair.
Yeah. All right. Megan, you want to say anything before we sign off, bud?
I play.
This was
I
just
guess
an
where I can.
incredible back and forth game.
All right. Sweet. Well, we will go raid Kurohitsky because he has the same first name I do. All right.
Hell yeah, Kuro.
All right. Let's go show Kuro's chat some love. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I will see you all on Friday. Peace out.